Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing a very important reading of this year. In my point of view, we're taking a look at what big changes are happening in your life because of the lunar, as an effect of the lunar eclipse that is happening. This is a very important lunar eclipse. It's a full lunar eclipse, a supermoon in Scorpio, and it's bringing with it fated endings and breakthroughs. And to give you a little background, a small background, this lunar eclipse features the moon conjunct with the North Node. And so here, this is why we're seeing releases, letting go of old karma, finally. So yeah, we're letting go of tumultuous times, addictions maybe, or intensity in favor of grounding, stabilizing, and creating peace, as well as continuity as well. So you will often see a change happening and in an area of your life, perhaps during that time, which is on the 15th to the 16th of May, or maybe a little bit after, so during, before, or after. So yes, I really believe that this is a very important reading. I cannot wait to begin this reading for you and see what kind of changes you should expect. Big changes, mind you, in one area or another in your life. So we'll be using tarot cards and oracle cards today to find out more about what will be happening specifically for you, how you will be affected with this energy. All right, so we'll be doing 4 piles today. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what we have. So for pile number 1, we have fire. For pile number 2, we have square. For pile number 3, we have Aquarius. For pile number 4, we have the 10th house. Now, if you like to pick with crystals, let me add these in, but I do want to answer a question. If you feel kind of confused between picking from cards or crystals, because I do get this question a lot, I like to offer both because some people love to pick with cards and others love to pick with crystals. And so if this is confusing you, I would advise you to use only one type. If you like to pick with cards, then stick to that. If you like to pick with crystals, then also stick to that. Unless another one is truly calling for you, then take that into consideration as well. All right, let me add the crystals for you right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the garnet, and this is what it looks like up close. For pile number 2, we have the rose quartz point, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 3, we have the white howlite point, and this is what it looks like. And for pile number 4, we have the rose quartz, and this is what it looks like up close. All right, so now that we have all of the piles ready, take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that is probably the pile for you here today. And I always tell you, whether you are only drawn to one pile or drawn to multiple piles, in fact, you may find that today you're drawn to all of the piles. There's no shame in that. Always trust your intuition, because guys, this is your magic. It will always guide you to the right readings. Even if other readings, some things may not resonate, you will always find a very important piece of information that is important for you to hear, perhaps from spirit or your spirit guides. So always trust your intuition. It will guide you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, if you love the card picking process and the shuffling, I always leave this section especially for you and for me to enjoy connecting with you during this time. I always feel that this is a calming, relaxing time, kind of meditative like time where our energies relax. We live in the present moment. And I feel like it's very important for me to include you as much as I can during this preparation process so that your energy as you watch it is truly part of it. Okay, so on this side, these are going to be the oracle decks that we will be using for this reading. And starting from here all the way up until the right hand side, these are the tarot decks that we will be using. I've decided to use the Moon Oracle for this reading. I felt that it would be very fitting to use it today. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you want to know its name, I always leave information about them, their names down in the description box. Okay, so now let's start shuffling with intention. And let's ask, what big things are about to happen to the 4 piles, please, with the lunar eclipse? 1, 2. So today we're using the lunar mansions. That's a part of this oracle deck. 3 and 4. Okay. Let's pick up our next oracle deck and again shuffle with intention. What big changes are about to happen to the 4 piles, please, in their lives with the lunar eclipse? I feel this one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's pick up our next deck. And again, shuffle with intention. Oh, thanks. 1, 2, 3, and I feel this one. 4. Okay, so now that we've already picked our oracle decks, I believe we have space. We can move these a little bit. Breather space. There we go. Okay, and let's start using our tarot decks. We'll be taking just 1 card from each of these decks. So may we kindly get more information about what big changes are happening to the 4 piles lives, please, with the lunar eclipse? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, moving on to our next deck. What big life changes are happening to the 4 piles with the lunar eclipse? Lovely. Moving on to our next deck. Again, what big life changes are happening for the 4 piles with this lunar eclipse, please? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, moving on to our next deck. I think this is the deck that I'll be using for clarification during the reading as well. in case we need to ask anything else. So may we kindly get more information about the big life changes happening for the 4 piles, please? With the lunar eclipse, thanks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. All right. Moving on to our next deck. That's the right way up. Okay. Now, let's shuffle with intention and ask, what big life changes are about to happen to the 4 piles, please, with the energy of the lunar eclipse? What should they expect, please? Thank you. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Moving on to our next deck. There we go. Ah, the 3 of Swords. There was this one time doing the reading, I saw the 7 of Swords into 3 of Swords. Now it shows up. I felt like the 7 of Swords with its tricky energy tricked me into seeing a 3 of Swords. I don't know how that happened, but I really believe when trip-ups like these happen, we're meant to see it this way. So yeah, I really don't mind personally when things like this happen. All right, so what big life changes are happening to the 4 piles, please, with the lunar eclipse? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, moving on to our next deck. Yep, right way up. What big life changes are happening to the 4 piles, please, with the lunar eclipse? Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I feel this one, and 4. All right, last but not least, let's shuffle with intention with our last tarot deck. Oh, I feel this one. Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. All right, let's now put them neatly together. Guys, you know, as I was shuffling and preparing for today's 4 piles, I was filled with this great feeling of gratitude, tranquility, hopefulness. There is such beautiful, tranquil feelings that I'm not really able to explain, but it's just so beautiful coming from these 4 readings, because I didn't start off the reading like that at all. In fact, before today's reading, I had so many things to do and I felt a little heavy, worrying about many things. And these 4 piles, the energies here, are putting me in such tranquility. It's like, you know how when you sometimes get into deep meditation, deep meditation, and you kind of for a couple of seconds feel like everything is okay. Everything feels okay, you know? And that's the sort of feeling I'm feeling with these 4 piles. And it would have been so selfish of me to not share the type of energy that I'm feeling with these 4 piles. I'm wondering, do you feel this during these 4 piles? Do you kind of feel that too? Please let me know down in the comment section. I would love to see if we're feeling the same energy here. I really would love to know. And I'm so happy that we're getting this kind of energy even before reading. And believe me, I'm telling you the truth, exactly what I'm seeing. I would never, ever like to lead you on to something, lie during tarot readings, because I believe that channeling and being intuitive is only there when you're honest. Not only there, but it strengthens with honesty, with integrity, with true empathy, and with genuine care. And I'm not about lying to anyone. And so that out of the way, I have a really good feeling about this reading today. Hopefully you get the best in your life, guys. Okay, let's now put them together. There we go. So pile number 1 with the Garnet. Let's prepare pile 2. We have the Rose Quartz point. There we go. And we have the white Howlite point, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Is also ready with the beautiful rose quartz. All right, so now we have our 4 piles ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I always enjoy it. I love connecting with you guys. Thank you so much for everything, most importantly for your beautiful energy. And let's get into your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at what kind of big life event is happening with the lunar eclipse. So you have fire. You've picked fire, and of course with fire we have the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We're seeing the energy of confidence, optimism, passion, bravery already. Let's keep that to the side so you can see it here and find out more. First, we'll be taking a look at your oracle cards before we take a look at your tarot. Let's see what moon mansion you have. Ooh, you have the 9th moon mansion with picture. Quite interesting. I think I'm kind of understanding what this is about, but we'll wait and find out more. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. You have taking risks. This is going to be a cool reading. Okay, and you have integration. Lovely, lovely, lovely. My intuition is straight away showing me something, but again, I'm gonna wait until I see a full picture here. All right, so let's take the small one first so that it fits here. Whoa, I knew it. So you have the Wheel of Fortune with change. Okay, you have, wow. Did you see that? I mean, we had to take the one below. Unbelievable. You have the Wheel of Fortune again. So obviously, when we're talking about big life changes in your life, pile number 1, if you were intuitively pulled to this pile, I can with confidence tell you here with your energy that there's big life changes happening in your life. All right, so this is both the Strength and the Justice card. Usually with the Rider-Waite-Smith, we see Strength as the 8th card and Justice as 11, but here in this specific deck is the other way around. So this is Strength. But I'll put both into consideration, which I always do with this card. But anyways, let's move on. You have the 9 of Pentacles. Love the energy here for you. You have the Page of Pentacles. What a beautiful Page of Pentacles. The Butterfly Snow. Okay, let's keep this here. You have the 9 of Pentacles. Again, the amount of synchronicity in your reading is unbelievable, right? And big cards. We have the 2 Wheel of Fortunes showing big changes happening. The 9 of Pentacles appearing twice, showing that a dream is coming true for you. A wish is materializing for you. You have the 2 of Pentacles. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, interesting reading. We're seeing big energies in your reading, pile number 1. I mean, they're really all speaking the same language. It's very cohesive, your reading. If one was to doubt, you cannot doubt because of the consistency throughout the whole reading, saying the same message. And here, with the 9th mansion, we see that it's ruled by Pluto and Neptune. And with the power of Pluto and the ethereal energy of Neptune, we're seeing enormous imagination. You know, with the pictures, like within you have a great energy, a fire, as you exactly picked. You have something within you, a big dream that you are waiting to spread to the whole world. Maybe you're ready to come out, and this is why we can see taking risks, integration. So you're becoming a part of something now. With the Strength card as well centering your reading, we're seeing that you're conquering your fears, you're conquering your worries, and you're taking a big step in your life. In fact, with fire, you see confidence, optimism, passion, bravery, and this is what the Garnet is all about. So we're seeing a cohesive reading here about you taking a big step in your life, but I'm also seeing that with this big step, you're changing the energy around you with great force, pile number 1. And we see in this specific Wheel of Fortune, you're being crowned for these efforts, meaning that you will have some sort of status with what you're doing, recognition. You'll be perhaps a sort of leader within what you contain in your heart at the moment. You will be taking a big risk, pile number 1. And it's starting with you figuring out things. We have with the Page of Pentacles, we see, Page of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. We see the energy of creating plans, to start something, developing a plan, studying it, seeing what you're missing, what you're not missing. We have the butterfly in the eyes of this fox. It's like your view of things is transforming. Why? Because not only are you planning, but we're seeing with the 2 of Pentacles here that whatever you're not sure about, hesitant about, you're taking the time to learn more about it, to get information about how it's done. And there is a phase within this that only you will be seeing this huge change in your life, and your outside world will not be seeing it. As the 7 of Pentacles here suggests, it's contained within you, just like the picture. And also, by the way, picture also reminds me of making a pitch. So you're taking a risk here. Exactly. Oh my God. You're really taking a huge risk. But before you do that, I see that only you in the beginning, and perhaps close ones, will be seeing this grand change in your life. So you're reclusing, or you're keeping it to yourself with the hands here. It's kind of like I'm keeping it to me now. With the third eye, only I know about this risk. I've already started it, but nobody knows. And you're gradually building it little by little by creating plans, seeing what you need to adjust, what resources you have, how you can put it together, seriously learning information about it, about the things that you don't know, the things that are confusing you. And with the integration, putting it all together, I see during this time a lot of passion, a lot of confidence. You're very strong. You know you can tackle this. You're no longer being afraid here anymore. I see your energy as someone who feels, I got this, I'm going to do this, I know how it's going to be done, and what I don't know, I will be taking the time to learn, to find out exactly how the experts do it maybe, or what the experts have to say about this. I got this energy is all over your reading. We see here with the cages that perhaps you were locked with this idea for a very long time. You were going back and forth about it, or maybe it was just locked in your heart. You never had that type of, I'm doing this, let's get up and do it now, a kind of energy. So it was an idea with the, is this a nightingale perhaps? It was an idea locked in your heart that sang to you, and now it's singing loudly. You want to do this, pile number one. You want to do something. You want to change something grand in your life. Your heart is fluttering now. You're full of happiness, and it's giving you so much power to take this leap of faith, to get up and do something about it. Pile number one. You're full of strength at this time. And let's not ignore the highlight of this reading. Not only do you have two wheels of fortunes, we're seeing fate is on your side. The wheels of fate are on your side now. Things are happening for you. It's the right divine timing to make that change. That is the time where energy is supporting you. Everything that you do, you're getting back threefolds. It's just things are working out for you perfectly, because now is the time where you're supposed to get into this energy. We see you not just moving, you're leaping. In fact, one of your legs, we have the wheels here. It's like you're moving quickly. You yourself will be surprised with how fast this is going. It's like your world, that's why you have the two wheels of fortune. It's like your world is suddenly not just changing, but it's changing super quick. We're also seeing with the Page of Pentacles, swift, smart movements happening. You're raising your standards. You're raising yourself higher, is what I'm seeing. With this Nine of Pentacles as well, not seeing the arms in this reading. I kind of feel like you're barely making small moves and it's just working for you. I don't see you having to suffer and work very hard. Yes, you're going to be working, don't get me wrong, but it kind of gives me this intuitive understanding that it's going swiftly for you. It's going smoothly, for you, pile number one. 2 Nine of Pentacles, I'm seeing the confirmation of your dream coming true in terms of this thing you have in mind. This idea that you have in mind, it's materializing for you now. This risk that you're taking is leading to great success. It's going to take you far away into a remember when we said you're moving higher? That's all over your reading here. Especially with the taking risk, we see a high plateau. In ancient civilizations, a high plateau was believed to be where the gods resided. So we're seeing you, yes, with the crown as well. We're seeing that this change and movement that you're making in your life is putting you at a very favorable position, a high position. Again, we're seeing the crown. You might be getting awards, you might be getting recognition, you might be sought after and thought of as a leader, pile number 1. Beautiful, beautiful energy that I see here for you. My goodness. Again, with the snake, your whole life is we're seeing changing skin. We're seeing something that is really tempting you and you're moving towards it. And this is going to be a great time. Yes, of course, with the lunar eclipse, as we said, it's time where there's a breakdown and endings, and we're seeing breakthrough energy in one's life. And that's written all over your reading here. Obviously, this lunar eclipse will have a huge effect surrounding your energy. You'll be supported with that. You'll gain so much confidence and energy and optimism. You'll be brave is the energy that I'm seeing. There's so much bravery in you. Perhaps you were worried in the past and you're letting that go. You're conquering your fears, and yes, like we said, I got this is the name of your energy here, pile number 1. I got this. I'm going to take your tarot cards and I will ask 2 questions for you. I will first ask, what is this great success going to look like for you? That's one thing. And then I will pull cards to find out, what are you advised to do during that time to make use of this beautiful energy and get to this great success as quickly as possible. All right. So what will this dream come true look like for pile number 1, please? Thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what is pile number 1 advised to do, please? Oh, these are 2. 3, 4, 5, and 6 wants to come. Okay. So let's check them out together. Let's put these here as your advice. We'll use that in a second. Ooh, sorry about that. All right. Seems like this is part of the reading, so we'll take that into consideration. Okay, so you have the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Swords. Wow, pile number 1. My goodness, I see. The Fool. I mean, you can already see what this is about. And the World. Wow. I mean, they're saying a clear story here. We can see from your energy, pile number 1 with the 4 of Swords, this was an idea that resided within you for a very long time, just thinking about it, the 4 of Swords, just doing nothing and thinking, considering, thinking. It went on for so long that with the 4 of Swords as depicted here, you kind of mourned it at some point, thinking that it wasn't going to happen, that it's just not maybe written for you, that it's not going to happen. Maybe you've accepted life as it was and you kept moving on. And we see with the 5 of Cups that because you believed in this energy for so long, thinking as well with the 8 of Swords that you were stuck, it never left you. I mean, you thought you buried the idea, but the idea never left you. It was maybe not the right time to begin it, but it didn't mean that you were not supposed to ever have it, that it was the end of it. It was in your heart for a very long time, going back and forth between you wish you had it, so you buried it, but at the same time, your heart never did. It really never did, pile number 1. And without it, you felt stuck. You felt like, why questioning? Why were you doing what you were doing if you weren't going to live with this type of happiness? So what kind of success is happening for you? The kind of success where you feel alive again. You feel you're so excited. You see here, this fool's dog is kind of pulling the string, kind of giving the impression that this fool is so excited. So I'm getting the idea that you're getting life back in your heart, And not just that, you getting your world back. You're so excited about beginning this journey. But also the world card, not just suggests that it's an end, again, breaking the old and starting a new, an end of an old cycle that has very hard and heavy energy. To live thinking that you can't have what you want is one of the hardest things to live with. But seeing this renewed energy of, oh, I'm excited, I can't wait, I have a new chance and I'm taking this risk. It's like your whole life, it's like your veins are full of life all of a sudden. You're so excited because now you kind of figured out there's this transformation in the way you see things, leading you to be super excited, jump-starting this, ending an old journey, perhaps an old karmic cycle in your life, beginning a new one. One with the world card, where you're genuinely living the world that you want. Not living a world that you didn't identify with in the past. Perhaps with all these pictures, it was a world that made other people happy, or it just kept you going socially for one reason or the other, kept you going, kept your life together, perhaps in front of yourself or others. But we're seeing an end of this cycle where you're genuinely living what you want. Pile number 1. In fact, with this girl holding the world, I see that you're getting exactly what you want in life, the way you want it, the way that speaks to your heart. Yes, a wish coming true exactly the way that you want. In fact, the world card is falling right above the 9 of Pentacles here. I feel like this 9 of Pentacles is wearing a mask. You know how when we put on a VR and we're suddenly shifted to another world and we really believe it, we're into it, and sometimes we're afraid to even jump where the people outside are like, why don't they jump? What's wrong? I mean, they're standing on ground, but you're seeing something else. So we're getting the idea that you're already starting this cycle. Maybe it's not apparent to the outside world in the beginning, but with this VR mask, you're already getting into this life. It's starting with you. You're seeing the changes. You're so excited. And little by little, the outside world is going to see that change in the outer world. Because of this hibernation time, perhaps, or not just hibernation, it's the time that you quietly worked on something, a dream that you want, pile number 1. So you're quietly working on this in the beginning. Oh my God. It's going to surprise you how you will be considered a leader in what you're doing, because you're doing it with the heart, with the nightingale. A huge shift in your world, pile number 1, happening. Now we're gonna take advice on what you should do if you want, of course, using this energy that is really here supporting you. So we have the 9 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Magician, the 6 of Swords. Like, what? The 3rd Wheel of Fortune. What are the odds? Each deck has 78 cards. The Wheel of Fortune. 3 Wheels of Fortune in your reading. Remember when we said the 7 of Pentacles was significant? There you go. The 7 of Pentacles. And we're taking a look at your advice on what to do with this energy. So, obviously, we can see with the 9 of Swords, with the fire that we see here, you will realize very soon that all of these things that you were worried about were just shadows that your mind created that were much bigger, blown out of proportion than what was already there. If you turn on the light, you'll perhaps notice with this monster that this was a couple of hangers from the wardrobe, maybe a little light that you put on the wardrobe to see at night. Yeah, I don't know. My whole point about this is, the more you enlighten yourself and the more you read about the things that are worrying you, the more you will realize that you've wasted a long time worrying about something that may not have needed all of this worry to begin with. So that's your first advice here, especially that it fell right above the Four of Swords, of thinking excessively about something to your own detriment, or to the detriment of this idea, where you had to bury it rather than the thinking helping you move forward. It helped you to end it altogether. So we see the advice of starting again, being hopeful, starting with love, because it's speaking to your whole heart. Pile number 1, I'm really feeling for you. I hope you do this. I hope you heed the call, pile number 1. But I really do see the energy of your reading here, is that you will. It's like you're so encouraged. You don't need any encouragement. I see you working hard with the Magician. So your advice at the moment is to slowly move from this energy and work hard. Again, with regards to working hard, it's not about putting in effort as much as it is about meticulously planning, looking and learning with great detail the things that you don't know. And as you do that, as you learn and read about the things that are worrying you, taking action with love, conquering your fear, you will see that you'll be, with the Six of Swords, moving slowly out of this energy. That things that once was thought of to be had an energy of an impasse is now easily being coming out, unfolding, coming out. Energy is simply flowing easily. You will really wonder at this point, why have I wasted so much time when it's moving easily, so much easier than you thought? That's the type of thought process that I see in your reading here. As you work on this and follow your heart, follow steps and realize that it's not as scary, you will be really wondering, I spent so much time worrying about this when it's just flowing so easily. So remember, everything is done in divine timing. This is the time for you. The Seven of Pentacles coming up twice in your reading. Nearly all your cards, not all of them, but nearly all of your cards have been confirmed with different decks showing up twice, sometimes 3 times. We're seeing the idea of do as you are planning. Work in the beginning with the pregnancy here. Work behind doors. Don't announce things in the beginning. Let it simmer. Take the time to figure things out and build it slowly. And you will see that as you work slowly, that the little steps that you are taking over a week or 2 weeks or a month, they will be significant steps. You will look back in retrospect in a month and go, whoa, all of this happened? I've done all of that? I'm in the middle. Might as well just continue. It's happening. It is happening. I got this, is your reading. And your life will transform right in front of your eyes. Pile number 1. Yes, this is a big life change for you. And I'm wishing you from my heart all the best of luck with this transformation. I know you got this and that you will do great things. You will be considered as some sort of leader. Pile number 1. In this integration or in this field you're getting into, or in this idea that you're presenting. Pile number 1, I wish you all the best of luck. May you have everything that you ever wanted and more, just like the World card came here to show you. You will have very soon everything that you ever wanted and more. So pile number 1, that was your reading. I wish you all the best of luck. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please, don't forget to check out my productivity book. Within your journey, pile number 1, this book can really help you. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process of being productive. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 1, it was such a pleasure. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Thank you for tuning in, and bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you have chosen the beautiful rose quartz point as well as square. Let's see with the rest of your cards, of course, what square is suggesting, where it fits in your reading. As you may know, square is when 2 planets sit 90 degrees from each other, creating a challenging situation or kind of feeling like there's a mountain to climb. Let's find out together. Pile number 2. All right, so we'll take a look at your oracle cards first. You have, the 17th mansion with sword. Quite interesting. Let's see the rest of your cards first. You have, miracles. So now we're starting to understand what this is about. All right. This is really nice, actually. Loving this for you, pile number 2. You have letting go. Okay, so now it's very clear. Let's take a look at your tarot cards first. Let's pull this one out for the space. You have a new vision with the Hanged Man. Let's keep it here. This is really, really nice. All right. You have the Ace of Swords. Again, we have swords. All right. You have the 5 of Cups. Oh, so sweet. All right. You have, that's so sweet. You have the Page of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Cups. Wow. Great energy with the miracles. Great energy. So we see you being emotionally happy, emotionally fulfilled. There's a lot of happiness coming for you, pile number 2. Let's see the rest of your cards. What? This is the second time this happened. In the first pile they had, I'm not gonna blow it away in case you're gonna watch the first pile, but I'll let you be surprised if you watch pile number 1. So you have the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. There was a similar double there. You have the Queen of Swords. If you watched the pile preparation, by the way, I said I felt some amazing energy coming from the 4 piles. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about now, right? And you have the Devil card. I love this specific Devil card very much. Okay, so let's now take it first little by little to find out what your energy is saying here. I see why in your reading you have the double 9 of Cups. Not perhaps, it could have been double 9 of Pentacles. I see you being emotionally satisfied. There is, you've been wronged and you're getting your rights back, pile number 2. Let me tell you why I'm seeing this, especially with the Devil card, of course, appearing in your reading. But we have here the 17th mansion with the powerful Pluto in its sign of Scorpio. And then we also have Mercury, which is easygoing, but together with powerful Pluto and Mercury. We're seeing an overwhelming need to... First, we're seeing extreme mental action happening. So you're thinking about something very challenging here, a situation between you and someone. Some sort of unfairness happened, and we're seeing you feeling the need to take action about it. It's a challenging situation where maybe at the moment you feel like you're not going to be able to win, especially with the snakes here. We see with the sword, and the tongues of the snakes suggest that there is agitated discussion, a heated argument that is happening. Some sort of unfairness that is keeping your hands tied and stuck. Pile number 2. You feel such great unfairness in your heart. Sometimes your heart is burning. But with the miracles and the letting go, you're moving away with the new vision as well. In the Hanged Man, your situation is shifting into something completely different. And I'll get into that in a second, how it's shifting. But we're seeing in this specific mansion, because traditionally the moon in this mansion was considered to reverse bad fortune. It's considered to make love durable as well, and strengthen buildings or maybe relationships. So we're seeing a reverse in something that is snaky, something that is unfair, especially with the Devil card here. Something that kept you stuck, unable to move. You were in an environment that wasn't comfortable, and maybe you had to stay there because you had your eyes on some goal. But you see, let me adjust that. There we go. But you see, the lock in this Devil card, there we go. The lock in this Devil card is open. So you might have thought for a while that there was no way out, but there is. You had your eyes on the goal, so you stayed for one reason or the other, but it was really taking a toll on you. It was unfair. It was nasty. Maybe nasty things were said about you, but especially because this moon mansion, the Chinese called it the dragon's tail, because it warned against potential slander. So maybe here we see that some people were saying bad things about you behind your back. It was so unfair. They were full of lies. Perhaps you were standing alone in this. So what is the shift, the great shift happening in your life? We see clarity, truth coming, especially with the Queen of Swords. With the letting go, we're letting go of this shadow aspect, this karma in your life, and we're seeing light come in. With light, we're seeing truth and clarity come in. With miracles, it seems like you were in a very bad position for the truth to come out. It's like it genuinely needed a miracle for people to see the truth here. And with 2 rainbows, we're seeing great support, like not just a miracle, but several things aligning, happening at the same time, showing, supporting your case, putting you at a higher position where people can see that you were right all along, that there was unfairness happening. There's a shift in this situation with regards to clarity. Your old reputation that was some people are trying to create and force on you is now shifting. That we're letting go of this old reputation, and we're seeing with the Queen of Swords people believing you, seeing as a truthful, logical person who was right all along, who was speaking truth. I'm so happy for you. Pile number 2. So we're seeing a shift in this situation. And with the 9 of Cups showing up twice, We're seeing with the Five of Cups as well, letting go of an old situation and people seeing what was behind their backs that they couldn't see with the lies that happened. Let me show you the original Five of Cups so you know what I'm talking about. I mean the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, of course. So this is what it looks like. It's like we see here that there was truth that people couldn't see behind their back. They were cloaked with lies, seeing only the lies that others, the spilled tea, the lies that others have been saying about you, not seeing the truth. I mean, if they just had opened up their minds and given you a chance and not giving you their backs, they would have clearly seen the truth. So, and in fact, when I was taking this card out from the deck, I was looking for it and I had to go through the whole deck, and I realized it was the last card at the bottom, giving me the impression right away that pile number 2, you have waited for years, maybe for a long time, to get your rights back. And it seems like it almost seemed like they were never going to listen to you, these people. So unfair. I feel your anger. I feel the unfairness here burning your heart. I feel angry for you. So we're seeing love here. We're seeing you getting your rights back from the universe. It's such a beautiful Five of Cups here. We're seeing the universe patting on you, saying you were always going to get your rights back. There's always timing for everything, for clarity to come out. There's always the right time for things to happen, to have the right impact, for you to learn things, for others to learn things. Things take their cycles, but you are never forgotten. Pile number 2. You might have thought that you were forgotten, but you are never forgotten. Your time is now. Pile number 2. You're getting miracles. I'm so excited for you. Please, when you get your rights back, if you want, I would love to hear more about it. I would love to know that you're okay. Please let me know. Pile number 2. I'm rooting for you guys. My goodness. The truth is coming out. People are seeing that you are a wise person with the Queen of Swords. They're now listening to you attentively because some events happened. And they're seeing that you always made sense. You have your thoughts in order. Things are lining up and you couldn't be making this up. It just makes sense. You're getting so much emotional support from so many people around you. You're getting so many people standing by you and seeing your honest truth, seeing you for how you are. I see people harboring you, taking your side. You're no longer stuck in these lies. Pile number 2. You know what? I'm actually kind of picking up, just like the Page of Pentacles here, how one of the miracles is going to happen. We see someone looking at something old. You see this Page of Pentacles picking an old rusty pentacles from perhaps... Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Picking up an old rusty pentacle from old tools that he had. Probably with all these tools built themselves, and they've... So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is someone will be meddling around with old information, perhaps looking at old pictures, asking questions, getting to know more information from different people, putting the pieces together, and will realize, see, with the brain going off here, will find out one piece of important information that they will put together, perhaps from things that didn't make sense, people throwing around different things, saying different things. And from that, someone will find out the truth about something. A great discovery of an important piece of information that will bring your rights back. Pile number 2. They will gauge their heart. It will blow their minds. How did this happen to you? How was it left for such a long time? See, with the Pentacles being rusty, also when I was trying to bring out the 5 of Pentacles to show it to you, was the last one in the deck. It's like someone had to go through it just like I did to find out something. The same process that I had to go through to find something. And they will be stunned with this discovery. And once this person finds this out, just like the Page of Pentacles, they will be offering this discovery to other people. Hey, look what I found. Did you know that this and this happened to this person? Do you know how I found out? This and this and this was said. So how can this happen without this? Do you believe that they actually did that to this person? With all of the bad things they kept saying about this person that we couldn't see, that is the one thing they've been hiding. And so this shows that this person was truthful after all. They seem logical. They seem like they're the only ones that are saying things that make sense, as opposed to all the things that people kept throwing around that did not make sense. Pile number 2 is more organized, and you see people now listening to you, discovering, finding clarity, and supporting you and standing by your side. Pile number 2, I'm so sorry about this unfairness that has been inflicted on you. I'm so sorry. Pile number 2. You know, I'm going to pick up your tarot cards and I'll try to get more information about how they will find this out for you. Pile number 2. How will they find out about this? What's going to happen? Whoa, thanks a lot. These are actually 2. All right. May we kindly get more information, please? So I want to find out the original 2 cards that flew out. Oh, I feel this one as well. Okay. So what do we have here? The Tower, very fitting. Surprise. A surprise breaking everything that was built on a false foundation. It's not stable and it's going to fall. Pile number 2. You have the Knight of Cups. Again, showing people greatly supporting you, moving forward towards you with love after having discovered these lies. We see people falling from the tower, as always, showing me the idea that the people who lied about you will be exposed and maybe kicked out. You know, with the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith Tower, we see one person choosing to fall off the tower because they see things falling out, and another person holding on, maybe holding on to their lies, and will have to be exposed. So we'll see some people admitting to their mistakes, and others never admitting and just having to be exposed full throttle. Maybe some others will have heard about it, will not really be part of it, will have heard about the truth, and so it'll be easier for them to expose the others, and others who lied, they will just be kicked out. Meaning they will just have to, they will stick to their lies until they are fully exposed in such a big position, thrown out of their position. Oh, okay, let's find out more. So you have the 8 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles. You have someone at the moment, pile number 2, kind of looking at things together. This person realized that something was weird. Maybe this person asked the question, where is pile number 2? They're not here. Why aren't they here? What's wrong? Why didn't they join this? Why did they leave? Why isn't pile number 2 available? Why aren't they there is the question. And I see this person being quite curious, feeling, sensing that something is not right. Their hearts are they're allowing their hearts to lead them, sensing that something is not right. Perhaps a group bullying happening, people ganging up against you for something. This person is sensing that something is not right, and you will see that this person will be putting the picture together, asking questions, thinking about it, going after the clues, asking specific questions. Once they find clues, they'll be very accurate. Pile number 2. That's why it's miracles, because someone got really interested, that is part of them, that will dig into this and expose everyone. Perhaps this is someone, seeing this person's position here, we see someone leading these two. Maybe this is someone who has a big word in this community that is doing unfairness, inflicting unfairness upon you. So this is someone whose words are heard, respected. And with the Page of Pentacles, they're beginning a journey right now of finding the truth. Or maybe someone will discover something, tell that person, and that person will continue to dig further. You have the 8 of Wands, showing that once this person finds out about this, things will see. This 8 of Wands in specific, which of course 8 of Wands is all about velocity, speed. We're seeing messages. Someone has a post bag, so we're seeing that word will float around very quickly once this person gets involved. So this all is going to start with the question of, this doesn't make sense. Why wasn't pile number 2 there? Why did they leave? Why weren't they part of this? This doesn't make sense. Let's find out more about why they left, why they're not there, why they're not part of this. One person will find clues, will tell someone else about it, and this person will have a good heart. They will take their time to study this and talk to other people who are wise. And word within these people with power or high social status, something of the sort, word will spread very quickly. It's like, oh, how can these people be treating pile number 2 like that? There's a lot of lack of integrity here. How can this possibly happen? That this may lack class, may lack integrity, this may lack honesty. How can they do that? That sort of energy is what I'm seeing here. You have the Hierophant, and let's see what the last card is. Whoa! And you have the King of Wands. So yeah, you're being saved by someone in a high position, putting you in a very high favorable position. And that's what we initially saw, by the way, with the with your moon mansion, the 17th moon mansion. We're seeing that we're reversing bad fortune. So the Hierophant, of course, I wasn't surprised that it came. That's why I laughed. The Hierophant is all about learning. So we asked the question of, how will people find out? Someone will be collecting information, learning about your situation, and telling others that are following them or listening to them. It's very clear in your reading, pile number 2. All in all, with the 9 of Pentacles showing up twice in your reading. Let's put this is the highlight of your reading. It is going to be a great miracle. Maybe with the 2 rainbows signifying these 2 people that that we saw in your reading. They will bring this together, and they will be supporting you greatly. They'll be reversing this devil energy. Everyone will come into your support. You're gaining popularity, you're gaining love, you're being crowned or put in a good position. and you will feel so much love, pile number 2, with your position. Oh my God, pile number 2, I wish you all the best of luck, my dear sweethearts. I wish you get your miracles very soon. I'm so happy that the lunar eclipse is bringing that sort of energy with you. I see your heart was heavy. I see you've waited a long time. I've experienced it as I was getting your cards for you. I'm wishing you all the best of luck. And so this was your reading, pile number 2. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. If you're interested in becoming even more productive, or maybe you're just starting out and you want to learn how to be a productive person, and you want to do it while enjoying being productive, this book is for you. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. But like I said, it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, pile number 2, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And until our next reading, pile number 2, I'm wishing you all the best of luck from my heart. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So you have chosen the beautiful white Howlite point, as well as Aquarius. Pretty interesting. Aquarius, I didn't want to say it in the beginning, but it's one of the zodiac signs that will be highly affected by the this lunar eclipse, as well as, I believe, Leo, Aquarius, Leo. I do not recall the others, unfortunately, but I know Aquarius and Leo would be the most ones to be affected. That does not mean that you are necessarily Aquarius, but we can see through this energy that this will have a great effect on you as a message here, energetic message, pile number 3. Right, so let's take a look at your moon mansion. Ooh, wow. So you have the 10th moon mansion with foundation. Okay, fine. Let's take a look at your other cards. You have voyage or voyage. You have feminine energy. Pretty cool. Okay, what is this talking about? Let's take a look at your tarot cards first. All right. Oh, with this specific moon mansion, we have it's in Leo, and then we just said that Aquarius and Leo would be the most affected, so we can already see a lot of effect on in your energy here, pile number 3. But first, before we get into that, let's take a look at your tarot cards. Ooh, you have integration, which is temperance. Right. Feminine energy, receptivity of something. All right, so you have the Page of Swords. Okay. You have the Ace of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Right. You have the Page of Cups, and what a beautiful Page of Cups, right? Okay. You have the High Priestess. The Seven of Wands. And you have the Star ending your reading. Wow, wow. Yeah, I did feel like you're getting recognition You're getting a dream come true, especially with the integration. There's a cycle that's ending here. Things are coming together. Yeah, especially with the 10th mansion. You, of course, it's ruled by Neptune and the Sun in Cancer and Leo. So we're seeing the creativity of the Sun, as well as the expansion of imagination of Neptune. So together, it's signifying recognition for your own creativity. So I'm seeing, especially as well, let me tell you why I say that. Recognition for your own creativity. Page of Swords, you have initiated something. You're very intellectual. You've put something intellectually well together, especially that you have Aquarius with, of course, originality, philanthropy, progressive imaginings. So you've been on a long journey at the moment, for a while, building something, talking about something, teaching something. Yeah, especially with the High Priestess, I kind of feel like here, especially in this one, she's teaching something that she's downloading, using her inner knowing. She just knows. She puts it together so beautifully, and she's teaching something. Yeah, teaching is all over your reading. You're speaking, saying something, or presenting an idea. And there now comes a time for a great recognition for you. Pile number 3. During this lunar eclipse, you will be seen as original, progressive, very smart, very intelligent, as well, of course, with the Queen of Swords. We're seeing that you've set things straight for perhaps many with your wisdom. Because with the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, the Page of Swords, I'm seeing a lot of wisdom coming from you, pile number 3. Whether your talks or your writings or whatever you're passing on here is helping people or helping an industry, you are making a great difference. We're seeing with the Queen of Swords what kind of difference you're making. We're seeing the Queen of Swords crying, and because of all the pains, she's wearing a mesh on her face, and this mesh is making her see reality as distorted. She looks at the forest and she can't see the beautiful nature and the trees. She's seeing it as if she was imprisoned. You do see the blood dripping from the swords, kind of giving the idea that her thoughts are causing her pain. So that, with the idea that the Queen of Swords puts things into perspective, brings clarity, brings truth, is not as opposed to here about seeing things from the heart, and it where the heart can sometimes veer us, of course, from seeing the truth. No, the Queen of Swords is pragmatic. So here we see that you're bringing things into great perspective. You're taking the veils off. You're making people or your industry or something straight. You're making it clear. And this is a cause that is very close to your heart. You're treating this exactly like Aquarius suggests, with philanthropy. You're dealing with it like you genuinely care about it, not like a project. You've been fighting through this. We see a lot of blood drops in your reading, even with the 7 of Wands, meaning here that you've persevered a lot and you helped others persevere. Maybe your company was suffering for a long time and you came into a role with your ideas. You helped pick it back up when it was thought of as the end of the road, or maybe that it wasn't going to pick up again. You were able to pick something up with your ideas that were falling. This could also be you as a speaker or a therapist who have helped others see things with more clarity. You genuinely cared about them. Or, yeah, you were loyal to something. And, yeah, we see you being caring again with this long journey. You were carrying others as you were carrying yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be others. It could be the planet. It could be a company that you work with, you believe in their vision, and you worked hard to make this vision come true. It could be picking up your own project, by the way, as well. You believe in your project, and now it's coming together. There's a lot of good heart in your reading, especially with the Page of Cups. We see a young, beautiful doe. We get the idea that you are highly intuitive and you look at the world around you with kindness. With all the butterflies at the top here, it's like you have your eyes focused on transformation, but not just transforming your world. There's so many butterflies. I don't know if you can see that. So many butterflies showing that you want to create change all around you, not just for your life. You want to see the world blossom. You're such a beautiful person. Pile number 3. And so all of this to say, we're seeing you receiving with the feminine energy. We're seeing receptive energy. We see you receive something that you're dearly hoping for in this lunar eclipse. What are you hoping for? I'm quite curious. I want to find that out for you. Pile number 3. Oh, what a silly question. What a silly question. Here, as we saw with the 10th moon mansion, specifically as well with the star, there's a word of mouth. Pile number 3. You're getting great recognition for your work. You're being recognized as someone who's done that from their heart. Especially with the Page of Cups here, we see the idea of combining both the mind and the heart with good intention. You, like we said, you genuinely cared about something. And with the 7 of Wands, you were courageous about speaking and going through it. You put in a lot of mental effort. Yes, you put in a lot of mental effort pushing something to go up. You've helped so many others one way or the other. And this amount of help that you've put in, especially for those who really needed you. Pile number 3. What a sweet person. Oh, you're so sweet. You've put in so much effort, genuinely from the heart. And because of this true energy, I see this lunar eclipse coming with a lot of great word of mouth for you. So many people are finding out about you, about what you're doing, or maybe about the company that you're promoting, your company, or people speaking about you. Pile number 3 is so amazing. That's why you have the fountain. It's like blessings are pouring all over you during this time. You've done it from the heart, left it to the universe, and now it's coming back to repay you. You're receiving greatly. Now, I want to get more information about this recognition and what you're receiving in your hands during this time. Pile number 3. You're such a sweet person. Let's find out more. What is pile number 3 receiving here, please? See, with the Aquarius, of course, that's the symbol of Aquarius, but we're seeing outpour of blessings onto you. My goodness, you're being put in a high place with all of these mountains. Yes, recognition and blessings. So recognition that will result in great blessings. Yeah, that's why we're seeing here as if the doe's wearing a wreath with flowers and butterflies decorated with beautiful pearls as well. Yeah, recognition is all over your reading. Antlers, that's what I want, is antlers. The doe's antlers is decorated with beautiful flowers and pearls and butterflies. Gosh, beautiful energy. Yeah, for sure, recognition. Okay, so may we kind of get more information about the recognition that pile number 3 is getting? 4, 5, and 6, right? And I will also pull out cards to get more information about the sort of blessings that are happening as a result of that, because your reading speaks about that in specific. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lovely. Okay, it's looking good for you, my dear pile number 3. Let's see. All right. So, whoa. So you have the 3 of Cups. You're obviously here being celebrated all over your reading. You know, cheers, people celebrating you, congratulating you for something amazing. Oh, so amazing. Recognition and celebration. You have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of fast energy here with the recognition. So many moving towards you. I feel with this Knight of Wands is like a lot of people coming off quickly to defend you, to spread the word about you, to say how amazing you are. You have a lot of people who are there for you, passionate about defending you, passionate about speaking up for you, passionate about spreading the word, saying what an amazing person you are, what you've done for them and for others, about your lovely intentions and philanthropic work. Yeah, you have a lot of people who are solidly there for you. Isn't this lovely? Pile number 3. Believe in your mission, believe in your goodness, that are there for you, protecting you. 7 of Wands is coming again. So we're seeing recognition with a lot of protection. What a reading. We're seeing people who are celebrating you, who love you, who believe in you and are protecting you. This is so sweet. Yeah, you have a lot of people now that you've given so much. Perhaps they are expressing their gratitude by making sure that you are safe. I don't know why you need a lot of protection, pile number 3. Let's pick a card to find out why you need so much protection here. Ooh. 10 of Cups. You're loved. So why are we seeing a lot of protection? Greatly loved and celebrated. Wow, you have solid people behind your back. Yeah, not necessarily for anything. It's just that you will always have people who, there's no trouble going on. It's just that you have people who believe in you, who are the energy of they'll always be there for you. That's the kind of energy. It's celebrating you, believe in you, are thankful for the help that you've done, and are just there. They got your back. That's so sweet. Pile number 3. You have the 8 of Wands. One of the blessings that I see is that it's happening rather quickly for you, this recognition. Again, with the post, it's like there's a word of mouth. What is happening here for you, pile number 3? There's quick movement, word of mouth. Many others finding out about you. Yeah, great recognition, I must say. You can genuinely see the energy of the 10th moon mansion here for you. Okay, you have the 7 of Cups. Were you worried that you weren't gonna get recognized? Pile number 3. Or do you have your eye on some goal that you thought was impossible, that obviously is opening up for you? Wow. And you have the Queen of Cups, of course, showing that you will be in a great position where you are dearly loved, which is like the doe here. Dearly loved and appreciated. So it's not a position of power where you're controlling people at all. It's more of a position where you're put there out of love. People appreciate you, appreciate the help that you've done, and they put you in their hearts in a high position. And there's no powerful, more, if you think about it, there's no other type of power that is more powerful than that. To have people truly love you and put you in their hearts and appreciate you like that. That's why we keep seeing word of mouth. People so sweet, speaking about you with the water, loving you, speaking highly of you. Yeah, with the stars, like you're a star, you're being popular. Yes, yes. Wow. That's really lovely. So look forward to that pretty soon, pile number 3. All right, so the next question was, what are the blessings that are coming with this popularity? So we have the 5 of Swords, the Star again. Wow. You seem to be, maybe with the recognition and the star coming twice, I must say pile number 3, it looks like you are going to be very popular. Wow, what is that? All right. Ooh, okay. You have the Death card, a huge transformation in everything. Obviously, this recognition is changing everything for you. And when we say everything, it's like transforming your life in all its different aspects. I have to think of the 5 of Swords in terms of blessings. Who will you win over here? Oh, we did see here a lot of people defending you, loving you. So the blessings coming with that, obviously, again, defense. This keeps coming for you. You have a lot of people. You know what? With a lot of recognition and a lot of fame like that, and now I would like really understand why you have a lot of people defending you, because with a lot of fame and recognition like that, it's just normal to have people who want to put you down. And so the blessings coming with that is that with the 5 of Swords, these people are really protecting you. Pile number 3 is like with the 5 of Swords, no one will really have a chance to bring you down, especially that you're doing it from the heart, that you genuinely care about this. Pile number 3, and that's the power of having people love you from the heart. You must be an amazing person, pile number 3. You must be an amazing person, my dear pile number 3. You deserve all of that. Okay. You have the 3 of Wands. You're packing. Your whole life is changing. Could you be moving or starting a new journey, starting something new? It's maybe giving you the chance to start something that you had in mind that you wanted to do. Maybe you'll be traveling. Yes, this popularity will help you start something that you're very excited about. You're starting something anew. That's going to be different. Maybe with the 3 of Wands here, next to the transformation card, I would say it's opening up doors to change whatever you want in your life. Whatever you had in mind that you would have wanted to do, especially with the Seven of Cups, you're achieving all that. It's helping you achieve your own dreams after having taken care of others from your heart. You had your eye on the goal to help others. That was your main priority. And I'm seeing now it's time to take care of you, pile number 3. You have the Four of Swords. Ooh, of course. And you have the Page of Pentacles. I'm actually really seeing here the idea of the Four of Swords, thinking a lot. And with this person mourning here, I would say your current worries, the things that you are worrying about and you keep thinking about every day, yeah, these thoughts, the things that are troubling you, you'll be burying these in the past and having a fresh new start. Pile number 3. Oh, let me adjust that. There we go. Having a fresh new start, a new world happening for you. Wow, this is big energy. I did not realize how big this was going to be. Pile number 3. Wow, I'm wishing you, my dear, all the best of luck. I see that you truly deserve it in your reading. If I can get to meet you one day, you would definitely be one of my very favorite friends. With this beautiful energy, may you always be blessed, pile number 3. You deserve everything. All the best of luck. Thank you so much for tuning in and for listening to me. You have such beautiful energy and I am blessed to have you around. Again, all the best of luck with this beautiful energy. And pile number 3, that was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it. It will really help you out with your productivity journey, whether you're just beginning or you're good and want to improve it. This book is small, straight to the point, and you won't procrastinate on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 3, it was such a great pleasure for me to connect with an energy like you. Thank you for tuning in. I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful rose quartz as well as the 10th house. Can we guess that it may have to do with your career? 10th house is the house of careers and also accomplishments as well. But let's see. We're going to take a look at the rest of your cards, starting with your oracle cards. So you have the 16th mansion with the door. Quite interesting. All right. Love that. Let's see the rest of your cards. You have focus. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely seeing a message about career here. This is really cool. All right. Wow. You have ascension. That is, I mean, seeing the mountaintop as well with the focus, I kind of had the idea, especially with the door. And we'll talk about this mansion, but first let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Swords. You have the Two of Swords with the blind seal. Quite interesting. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. And you have the Ten of Swords in between. This is interesting. You have the Four of Wands. Wow. Okay. The Queen of Wands. The Hierophant. And you have the Three of Wands with experiencing. I see within your career, pile number 4, a phase now where you're feeling stuck. With this Ten of Swords, it's a very interesting, very interesting Ten of Swords. You see that this person's thoughts, presented here by the swords, are keeping this person stuck in a box. It's almost claustrophobic. And we see the idea that these swords are this person's thoughts because there's no blood dripping. So these swords are, their thoughts are keeping them stuck and making them, hurting them psychologically, making them feel stuck in their place. Now, seeing this surrounded by the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, I would say that your intellect, without knowing, could be keeping you stuck in a cycle with the Two of Pentacles here. You see, candles, they represent enlightenment. So the information that is supposed to enlighten you, make you see better, is kind of making you at the moment, hindering you from seeing something. So I see the message of, first, before we continue with the reading, be careful with the knowledge that you have. Make sure that it's enlightening you and not keeping you stuck and keeping you away from moving. So here we're seeing something different after reading the current energy here of a little bit of a stuck energy, being kept in a cycle, not understanding why it's not working. You're not able to see something. Being stuck in some sort of loop. I see here with this lunar eclipse, with the 16th moon mansion, we see it being ruled by Uranus and Mercury. And this gives the energy of stimulating Mercury, which is ideas, into a new line of thought. So there's this arrival of a new brilliant idea which will surprise you, perhaps even surprise everyone else. So you're celebrating a brilliant idea. And that's not a small thing, because this idea is going to cause you to ascend in your work. You're rising up to a high position. And we see here, again, the idea of you moving from one type of energy to the other. With the plant, we see an old way, structured way of thinking that kept growing. It could have blossomed and served you. But you know how you say, if you're not happy, move, you're not a tree. You know that saying. So we're seeing you actually moving. There's a new door opening up with this new idea, opening new doors for you, where you're moving from this stuck energy and rising. Pile number 4. I see this new idea coming at, oops, wow, did you see that? So new ideas will fall upon you as you study. Let me pick that up. We see a great message with this card falling. You'll be opening up your eyes this time by learning, not being stuck with old information that could have kept you hindered. Perhaps you had ideas in the past that used to make it work, but now you're in a new level and the same ideas are keeping you stuck, going round and round. So by reading, new ideas will fall on you. taking out the old idea and replacing it with something that works in your level at the stage that you are in. Pile number 4. So we're seeing a great discovery for you. This is brilliant. So this discovery will help you celebrate having doors open up to you where there's wider horizon than where you were stuck. Were you stuck in a cycle, pile number 4, feeling like you're doing everything that you can, but it's not moving. Things aren't happening. In fact, I see with the Queen of Wands, what was once working with flying colors is now changing. Do you see? What used to illuminate your path is the very same thing that could be hurting you now. The same thing that used to eliminate your path could be the same thing that is causing a blind spot with a blind seal here. And now there needs to be a shift in thought. And that's why you have the 16th mansion. Again, like we said, Uranus stimulates Mercury into a new line of thought, where brilliant ideas coming as a result of you learning more about this new stage. You're going to be seeking information, finding out more, taking these blindfolds off, and stopping yourself from going over and doing the same cycle, doing the same thing, understanding that you're on a new level. And from there, you're getting a new experience, new type of information, new ideas that will help you celebrate the next stage of your life in your career, pile number 4. There's great ascension here happening. Again, we're seeing this confirmation all over your reading. You're rising up to the top by focusing, by learning. We have the Ace of Pentacles showing that there's a new opportunity, business opportunity coming up for you, pile number 4. With the light, you're getting more information. It couldn't be stressed enough here in your reading through all the different ways. All right, so now that we've had a good idea about what's happening for you during the lunar eclipse, I'm going to take your tarot cards and I will try to get more information about this ascension, this new level in your life, and most importantly, get more information about what you are advised to do. So this side, what you're advised, and more about this new opportunity. All right, so this ascension. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we want to take a look at what is this ascension like. Can we kindly get more information about this ascension, please? So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's take a look at your ascension first. All right, so you have the High Priestess. Okay. The Magician, wow. The combination of the High Priestess and the Magician is big. Okay. Oh. And does this pertain to your life mission? Let's see. You have the 10 of Wands, yes. 10 of Wands is an end of a tiresome cycle that was that felt like a burden to you, and we're seeing a new beginning here. We're finally ending the feelings of feeling troubled, like you're stuck, you're weighed down, you're moving slowly perhaps, and we're beginning here a whole different cycle with the High Priestess and the Magician. you have the Seven of Cups. Wow, the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. And the Nine of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. We're seeing that you will be in a much different place where you're financially rewarded, you're emotionally rewarded, you're feeling very happy about this accomplishment. And not only so, but with the High Priestess and the Magician, maybe you're in a much better position than you are now. This could be for some of you a rise in position or being trusted as a skilled person in your job. People seeing you as highly knowledgeable, like you kind of hold secrets, the secrets of this field. Like people just don't know what you're doing, how you get this information from, maybe yeah, your craft, your skill, your job. You will be seen as a consultant, as someone who is very knowledgeable, very skilled, someone who knows what they're doing, trusted and knows what they're doing. Wow. Pile number 4. Wow. We're seeing an end of this cycle of where you're not sure whether you're progressing or not. There's a lot of hidden ideas and information from you because you don't consider them with the Seven of Cups. It's like you're keeping them covered. And we see that once you start considering other ways of doing things that may not be right in front of your eyes, but may need more thinking or to open up your mind, just like the High Priestess here, to see other ways of doing things. What you may have thought was tricky could have been tricky in the past, but maybe now it's not so tricky. Maybe that's just the right thing that needs to get done now. This brilliant idea is going to end this terrible cycle here where you might feel stuck. And not only that, I see a lot of financial and emotional rewards coming with this ascension. Pile number 4. How amazing, how exciting, really. Brilliant. Okay, now that we've had a good look at what to expect with this ascension, let's take a look at the advice for you. What you need to know, what maybe you want to do to make use of this energy during this time. So you have the Ace of Swords. Clarity and collecting information is coming out very clear for you. You have, wow, the 10 of Cups. My God, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups appearing for you. This is wonderful. Anyways, moving on to the advice. Okay, so this wants to come out first. You have the 5 of Swords. I see. The Page of Swords. The Queen of Wands shown here this time with all her glory, no longer being afraid. All right. Not afraid of messing things up. And then you have the 10 of Swords and end of a cycle. So we're seeing the advice here that instead of feeling like, just like the 10 of Wands, like things aren't working out for you, you have the 10 of Swords showing up twice. We see that this is a time to end this troublesome cycle, because swords, they're all about what we think, our thoughts. To realize that to end this cycle, first one must deal with the way they think, which is very clear in your reading. What's in your way is nothing else but old ideas that used to work but now have become a burden on you. They're the same ideas that are stabbing you in the back without realizing. Pile number 4. Realizing that and gaining back control over your thoughts by finding clarity, opening up your mind to what could work. Gaining more knowledge will really put you in a very favorable place with the Ten of Cups. Now I see something else as well with the Ten of Cups and the Five of Swords. Don't be afraid to take risks, to try things out, but things that you have studied, coming from proper research, proper analysis. Don't be afraid to try different things out. Again, what didn't work in the past could surprise you and work now, but if you study it, of course. With the Ten of Cups, I'm seeing keep a positive mindset. Know that this energy is clearing out for you, that you are going to be very happy, and look at it now from a positive perspective rather than from fear and worry. To clear these mental worries away, understand that energy is clearing for you, that things are working for you, and with this positive outlook, make your research. Gain information and take risks. Pile number 4. With that, I see that you'll be charging forth with great confidence, and it will help you achieve exactly what you want in your career. I see a lot of success with the Queen of Wands. Now you know how to get out of this tricky situation that you were afraid would burn you. Now you're in control. Pile number 4. So all the best of luck with that. And let me bring these 2 beautiful cards. May you be blessed with a lot of financial blessings and emotional fulfillment. Pile number 4. That was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And pile number 4, I have a productivity book that may really help you out in your journey, to help you organize things and be more effective and more efficient in whatever level you are with your productivity journey, whether you're just starting out or you're pretty good but would like a couple of good advice. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't waste time or procrastinate on reading it, but it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, pile number 4, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 4, it was such a pleasure. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing you all the best of luck in your beautiful journey, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.